me versus Pat. So I was letting out a bunch of cards. So I'm on a Temur Delver list. Kinda, it's not the greatest. It was kind of like a last minute put together, and then my opponent Pat is on Mono White Initiative. How's everybody's week going so far? Halfway through? So I think I'm on the play. Yeah. Just got a Chibi Narset and a Chibi Elspeth. I I so I really like the style, but I I try not to buy secret layers, unfortunately. I do really want like the old school Narset though. I need to get a playset of old school Narset and old school Teferis. Oh, I remember this game. I'm having PTSD now. So this hand is like Delver, DRC, Mishra's Bauble, two Wastelands, and a Misty Rainforest, and I opt to send away. I'm pretty sure it was a Spell Pierce. It was either Spell Pierce or a land. But I was like, oh, okay, so I have two aggressive beaters, and like I can play the control side of the deck with Wastelands. So there's the DRC, and now we Mishra's Bauble. So I thought I would be able to reach Delirium, pretty easily with this Mishra's Bauble here. Yeah. Take that, Delver player. Hey, what do you mean take that? What did I do? All I did was lend out my decks. I lent out Steel Stompy to a friend. I lent out pieces of Reanimator, so I couldn't play Reanimator. And I lent out pieces of 8 cast, so I couldn't play 8 cast. So this is a mock. There's Chrome Mox on a Caves of Chaos Adventurer, so tapping for red. So double Cavern of Souls for Pat. I'm just glad he brought a mat this week. Man, if he didn't have that Simian Spirit Guide. So I was pretty happy. Like, I get to Wasteland him. Or my friend's coming over in anger because there's miscommunication. So don't worry, has nothing to do with the gameplay, but we don't mind. So I have an Uro in hand, so that's what the card that I drew for turn. DRC attacking for 1. Then we play Delver. And now we get to use this Mishra's Bauble to try and flip Delver. Ancient Tomb off the top for Pat, putting him into a pretty decent position. Because what are the chances that I have another Wasteland? So I think this is the Cavern, right? I think he's... No. Oh, it's Ancient Tomb. Yeah, because he's going to try and push out a... Very likely? What's very likely? I feel like I'm missing something. So he exiles the Simian Spirit Guide. It's a little bit off camera, but he now has 4 mana, gets the initiative, and search for a basic, another Wasteland. Is it that likely, though? I don't know if it's that likely. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of miss playing initiative. It is such a strong mechanic. Takes like very little brain. I just want to let you guys know it is not an instant or sorcery. So I'm drawing the bauble first and then trying to flip Delver off of the second card. It is not, so I draw for turn. Yeah, so we're just drawing all of the creatures in this deck, which is really unfortunate. We're gonna Wasteland again, but I don't think it matters anymore because he already has the initiative creature. It's really strange here. So I'm contemplating, like, kind of want to take the initiative, but he can get a free, like, block. And it puts me into a really bad position because not only do I not have a second colored source for this Murktide region in my hand, it's just a bad trade. Because I very... I guess we'll see in a second. It has been gameplay, yes. You get to see me lose. Game 1, like, this is rough. Like, this Delver's been on the, that was a spoilies. Oops, my bad. But yeah, this Delver... So I soon realize, in my 3-color Delver deck, that I don't have any basics. So, And then Pat oddly doesn't block, which is incredibly strange to me. I have 3 types in my graveyard, so I don't have Delirium either. So both of these are like actually just 1/1s. So I got the initiative, failed to find a land. So now Pat can attack back. Yeah, no basics. Very, very... Oh, there's a City of Traders on the top. So it goes to his hand. Yeah. So it goes to... So the way Explore works is he reveals the top card of his library. If it's a land, he gets to put it into his hand. If it's not a land, he puts a +1/+1 counter on the creature that explores, and he can either put the card into the graveyard or keep it on the top. He does get 2 +1/+1 counters though, because he takes the initiative back and goes into Forge, which puts 2 +1/+1 counters. Taking the hit seems reasonable with Seasoned Engineer. The initiative player will get it back. But it's just a free kill, right? He takes one of my creatures out. There's no way for me to... Like, Seasoned Engineer is a 3/4. So even if I was somehow able to give DRC Delirium, he still eats me completely. And if I wanted to actually kill it, it's a 2-for-1. So I don't think he really cares anyway. Like, it's like, we're talking about percentage points here. I draw another Delver. So now my hand is Uro, Murktide, and I think some random other thing. Nope, just 3 cards in hand. Uro, Murktide. So we were just like getting really unlucky with these Delver flips. Delver revealing Delver doesn't really help. I think that's a Fury. Wow, that's a Fury in Pat's hand. Alright, so he gets to explore again. And he gets to attack freely. I can't block with the Delver because for some random reason, whenever this guy attacks, he can give himself protection from creatures. So he gets a counter. Chooses not to add it, or chooses not to keep it on the top, which is smart. So I'll be taking 11 damage here. So I take 6 from the Season's Engineer and then 5 from Trap. I wonder how I knew there was a land on the top. I think at this point I'm trying to like just take initiative. So I think at this point, oh, it's because I scryed too. Now I get to make a treasure. So I'm trying to cast Arrow for some extra life. But I'm pretty sure, like, at this point, I knew the game was over. I have no way of dealing with the Seasons Engineer other than Brazen Borrower, like the one of. Yep, so we didn't get an extra land. We drew Force of Will instead. So now we go to probably 1. Because if he explores a non-land card, he gets a +1/+1 counter. This is why I also don't play Delver decks. Because I can never flip Delver. It is so hard. I don't know how people do it. Yeah, I think he's mathing it out to see who wins the race. Pretty sure it's just him. Reveals land. Lucky, I go to 2, so I take 6. Gets to draw another card. That's an Archon of Emeria. Plays an Elite Spellbinder. Cannot counter it with this Force of Will. Takes an arrow. Wants me to stop, getting life. Alright, do these overs flip? It does not. Yep. So I don't have, like, a lot in this matchup. I think I just opt to bring in the Minskin boost. I think, like, I don't know. Meltdown is kind of a waste. Yeah, just double Minskin boo. This is a really rough matchup. It should be pretty even because I have a lot of, like, evasive creatures, but I don't know. So the card I'm looking to take out is the Life from the Loam that's on the top of the library. But I thought maybe if, like, I can wasteland him to death. Kind of wanted to take out the Force of Will because it's card disadvantage and he has the Cavern of Souls anyway. So it's pretty hard to counter, like, the relevant creatures. I don't know what the second card I brought in was. Or took out. Dude, it looks like I'm shuffling at fast forward. Yeah, evasive assuming the Delvers, like, actually flip. It doesn't even mean, it doesn't even have to be, like, on time. Just, they have to flip. I'm gonna try and take a look at what I boarded out. Okay. So he took a Force of Will and Force of Negation. So obviously he's a creature-based deck. So Force of Negation worse than Force of Will, and if I'm cutting a Force of Will, might as well just cut them both. I don't remember how this game goes. Do you guys eat dinner yet? Oh god, look at that shuffling. Gross. Oh, what am I doing? Oh my god, what am I doing? Stop! Actually, the opponent can't see the bottom of my deck, but I can see my deck. Hmm. Interesting. Dude, did you not just see that last game? Even if I was cheating, I think I'm cheating for the opponent. Come on! Give me some credit! What is the opposite of cheating? If playing fair is the middle ground and cheating is one way, what's the other way? Gonna judge? He is a judge! He's an L2! Pat's an L2 judge! Brandon's only L1! Honor? Is it honor? It could be. Yeah, I'm playing Pat. What is this playmat? Is that Mana Crypt? That looks like a new Capenna mat. Dude, he saw me and how long I had those Delvers on actual Delver Secrets and not Insectile Aberration. He knows I'm not cheating. Alright, so there's Lightning Bolt, Spell Pierce, Force of Will, Trop, Wasteland, Double Force. Okay, so this hand, I was actually super tempted to keep this hand. So it's Brainstorm, Double Force, Bolt, Spell Pierce, Trop, Wasteland. The problem is I don't have a way to cast Bolt if it's ever relevant. It's really hard to be relevant in this matchup because his main creature is Seasoned Dungeoneer. Playmat looks like a zoomed is a Guildgate. I don't think it is because that looks like a devil from New Capenna. It could also not be a card artwork. It could because it's from the face-to-face tour, but whatever. But other than that, like the hand is super interactive. But one, I can't cast bolts, and two, if he opens with Cavern of Souls, this hand is absolute trash. Wait, do I keep this hand? There's no way I keep this, right? So Pat has Cavern, Simian Spirit Guide, look like a Pyroblast. Yeah, come on. Mulligan it. Yeah, there we go. Keeping 2 for 1 the fast mana for science. Oh, there's a Chalice. I remember this game. Okay. So I think there's Ponder, Days, Volcanic Islands, Delver? Yeah. So we kept the Delver hand. So this is pretty nice. Have a similar setup to last game. He's gonna slam a Chalice on one. So this is why we have the Days, right? You're gonna try to daze the Chalice. Pitches the Simian Spirit Guide to pay for the 1. This is why this card is super busted. God damn. So it's resolved. So drawing with the bubble first, trying to flip the Delver. And guess what? Delver doesn't flip. You wanna know why? Because I don't cheat. We're out here playing fair games. We're playing 1 mana 1/1s, okay? And now we're never gonna be able to cast a 1 mana 1/1 ever again. Attack for 1. Wasteland the Ancient Tomb. Alright, there's a plains, so unwastelandable. Chromux. Yeah, not gonna do anything to that. Pitches Anointed Peacekeeper. Yeah, we flipped! We flipped! We finally flipped! But now we have this random ponder that we can't cast. And we don't have any lands either. Lame. There's a counter souls. So he has an Archon, Spellbinder. Spellbinder? Chromox. I think he just plays Archon here, right? Oh no, he plays Spellbinder. He takes a Ponder. Nothing else to take. Oh yeah, I forgot. I can't attack. What did I draw? Oh, okay. So I draw the Brazen Borrower here. So I tried to trade, thinking he wouldn't have another flyer. So then I think we just. Oh, I'm calculating if I played a land this turn, and which I did. I played the Scalding Tarn. I was down a land because of the days. So he draws the initiative creature, which puts me into a very bad position. That comes Chromox, exiles Archon. So now he can cast a Seasoned Engineer. He gets initiative, gets a basic. So I need to get some action going. We're gonna petty theft this Chalice of the Void so that we can cast Ponder next turn. What did I draw? Is that another land? We're just drawing all of our lands. Spell Pierce, Volcanic Island. What did we draw? Oh, there's the DRC. Nice. Now we play a land and then pass. So we have land, Spell Pierce on top, so I think we're going to shuffle at the end of turn no matter what. So he forges, makes his dude humongous. Nice 1 mana spell nerd. Well, how you mean? Have to slam it. So we have instant artifact, land, creature, sorcery. So we are delirious, right? Am I going to the new market? Yeah, I'm going to ETB this weekend. Wait, what happened there? Why is he undoing it? I'm confused. What happened there? The chalice being recasted, which we expected. I think we want the second green source, right? So we get another chop. I kind of want to try lands. Quick question: Do I do not run True Name, no. I think I would be, but I don't own one. So I have to shuffle my library from taking the initiative back from Pat. Um, Searching for a basic is not a may. You must search. So gotta shuffle. True Name is really good against initiative decks, by the way. Like, really good. So, the list calls to play for 2 Tarmogoyfs, but I was like, the deck relies so heavily on the graveyard already. If someone boards in graveyard hate, it's pretty shit. So, instead, I put 2 Ledger Shredders to help build up the graveyard and also be a big booty and for more, like, digging and stuff. But I think the 2 Ledger Shredders could be, like, double True Name. Yeah, there's no way for me to stop the season Dungeoneer. All right, so I lost round 1.